I put some cardboard on the radiator. This is a good idea, people. If you think it's going to be in and out more than once, just stick some cardboard and some tape on. It stops the front getting all munted.
That's true, Martin. Yaris Hilton is the
MVP.
car that just keeps on giving. And these here we will be using as our little radiator grommet support rubbers.
Except they don't fit our Honda. Well, they don't fit the radiator, but they do fit our Honda.
They don't fit yet, but they're about to, Martin, because that there is 12 mil, and that hole on there currently is 9 mil.
9 mil.
So I reckon a 12 mil drill bit.
That looks too big.
That does look too big.
There's going to be one, dude. There's definitely going to be one. This is where it's a good idea to have like a drill set. Except if you have a drill set, and everyone knows what I'm talking about, people use your drill set, never put it back, and then
Wasn't me.
you got no drill bits. Yeah, dude, here we go. That is a
drill bit that will work.
I think it's 11 and a half. I think it'll probably be fine.
Look at that, dude.
Awesome.
I
don't know what they're from, but they're in the box of Yaris Hilton bits. They could be Honda parts for all I know.
They fit, they work, it's good enough for me.
Yes.
Look at that, man.
I drove the Super Turbo yesterday. I love it, man.
So good.
Such a cool car.
A little bit of WD-40, Martin.
And I ran into a fan, and like she was a fan, and her boyfriend was a fan. She said, we were watching that last night, and now I'm seeing the car and I'm tripping because I just watched the car in Japan, and now I'm just seeing it cruising around Sydney.
That would be weird. Like
be.
if you saw a hamburger on TV and then you went and bought one. I'm not saying you're a hamburger, but I'm just saying like that would be trippy.
Can we get a hamburger? I'm really hungry.
I'm going to see if this fits, Martin. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Did you see how many people liked The Last Starfighter, by the way?
Yes, I did. I was surprised by that.
That's a great movie for a bad movie. Look at that.
Oh, dude, that's in.
That's cool.
Is it happy?
That's going to go there. I'm going to make a little bracket for that. Yeah, it's really good.
Honda half radiator.
Cool.
So much room for activities. What could you put here? Headers.
Martin.
Headers is the answer.
Air conditioning.
Sure.
I'm about to make a bracket, but before I do, I'm just going to see if there was one in any of the spare parts.
It could be. I mean, there's
Whoever buys this car, Martin, they're going to get so much spare parts as well as a mad car. Look at all the extra stuff they're going to get.
Why do you keep talking about whoever's going to own the car?
Because one
day.
day.
You mean one day soon is what you mean.
What, don't you?
No. This car's awesome. We spoke about last episode about how much you love it and how you're going to daily it and you're going to sell your Mini and drive this instead.
You've gone full Honda Civic. You haven't even driven it yet, Martin. No. Let the driving decide.
I will. Drive shaft. Random bracket. Half shaft thingy. Turbo manifold.
Hey.
VTEC cover.
Hey. Hey.
Drive shaft. In the bin. Come on, radiator bracket. I mean, it's cool to make one anyway, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I can make one. That's
easy. Fun job. Yeah, no, there's no radiator bracket, dude. There's power window switches, just in case you wanted one of those. Ow! Oh!
That's fair now. The cycle's been completed.
Yeah, but it was the unexpectedness, surprisedness of it.
Oh, sorry. As opposed to all of yours that I was expecting.
I felt that in my throat.
Sorry, mate. That's right.
Coughing up a ball. So along with our skunk manifold came this spacer. Now that's a used version of the new thing that we put on. And I saw some people saying, it's not a gasket. It's...
What is it then?
It's a gasket.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyway.
Maybe Honda people call it something different, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was curious, like it's, you know, do you put a metal gasket on there as well? Like, what do you do? But I mean, that's not how it was run. You just throw these on it. Maybe it's a Honda thing. I don't know. Anyway, the box also came with, what else? Probably like a gasket. A gasket that you put.
All right. There we go.
Except, I'm pretty sure that's an exhaust manifold gasket. So that's not it. That's exhaust manifold gasket, which is also handy to have. This is what we think we pulled out of the spark plug hole.
That is what we pulled out of the spark plug hole,
Or it could have been a thing.
No, that's what it was.
But also,
broken off.
What else have we got? Radiator caps, some new... Oh, these are the bits I'm looking for. They are...
Do we still have that bit that we broke off and threw away?
I don't know, man. I don't know. So what I'm looking for, this is the box that our secondhand skunk gear came in. And the bit that we're missing is the bolts that hold on these brackets, which does all the timing stuff. So I need to make that work somehow.
This here is a radiator support bracket off a Subaru.
I think.
Believe it or not. It will go something like this and this. It doesn't fit, but I will repurpose it, modify it, and make it fit.
Yaris Hilton bolts are the best bolts in the world. In the world. Other bolts can go get.
There it is. Not pretty,
Sweet.
but functional.
Repurposed. It was going to sit in a box till the end of time, and now it's going to be on a Civic instead.
There we go.
Good one.
That works.
So this is the bracket that holds the sensor on the front. Now, if you want aircon and other comfort things, then the answer is basically just too bad, because this takes up that spot. So this is a sensor bracket that goes on here. This is a kit that you can buy to do triggering on your D16, which actually just goes to show that this motor's kind of old, because this is like a more modern type of triggering system. As you can see, the bracket sits on there, on the side of the block. I'm bolting it on using Yaris Hilton bolts, because they are the best kind of bolts. And then that positions the sensor on the tone wheel. The clearance has to be quite tight. So we position that in place and then make sure there's clearance, and then that will send a signal to the Haltech that tells it where the crank is. This is one of the, they're called torque mounts. It's like, you probably noticed the Civic doesn't really have a K-frame that the whole engine sits on. It mounts at the back and the two tops, but then on the side it's got these like pins that sort of come off, and you put the bracket on there and then tighten them down, whatever. Like, yeah, different. I haven't seen them on a car before, but there they are. Going up, dude. It's happening.
I'm going to get down under there, Martin, and exhaust myself.
Amazing. I'm doing drive shafts, I'm doing shifters, I'm doing all the underneath stuff.
So close.
Yeah, well, not really.
The best thing about this video, Martin, is that we are starting the car today. Are we? Yeah. What?
Dave just messaged me and said he can't come.
No.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
So we're not starting it today.
I don't know.
So these here are the header bolts. I'm just giving them a quick clean up before our new exhaust system goes on. I'm just doing that with a wire brush and with the WD-40 brake and parts cleaner. This is the specialist range. We go through so much of this stuff, and yeah, gets rid of oil, grease, dirt, really quick, really easy. Give them a clean up, then back on the car. All right, that's gasket.
Sweet.
Nice. What have you got going on, mate?
I have the original shifter linkages. This is like one of the last things that came with the car as a mod that hopefully works. There's half of this under the car, but I think I'll just replace it with this whole thing.
I reckon that goes from underneath, Martin. There is something so in the way down there, Martin.
A sump? No, it's gonna go. It's gonna go. Look at that.
There we go.
Beautiful. Like it's
So
meant
good.
to be there.
Just put that on so he's on.
We should look up the torque specs.
That looks really good.
Looks great. JDM yard. Headers look super neat. Come down here, out of the way of everything. 4 into 2 and into 1. The Y pipe thing. And then that finishes there. I'm going to put this shifter rod thing on now. There's 2 bolts up there inside the car that you just undo, and then that drops away. I'm just going to use the set that it came with, because hopefully that'll just work. Attach it to here, and we should have a working shifter, which means we can then do gear oil, we can do engine oil, we can put coolant in it. We just got to connect up those pipes, and there's a few little wiring things still to happen, which unfortunately we're not probably going to be able to do today, but like plug this in so you can trigger that, and the sensors that are up there will be able to bleed the clutch, because our clutch line is in. We're actually making some good progress.
Yeah, man, we're getting there.
Getting very keen. Bye. Oh, that's got to come out. Put the new one in. Oh, more Nickerbait. What's that? What are they? Oh, 5-cent pieces.
This car actually smells like shit, dude.
Oh, it's bad, eh?
Oh,
It's really bad.
way better than it was,
Low tide, as you said.
but it lingers on.
Yeah, it's not good. It happened again, didn't it?
Yaris Hilton,
Yaris Hilton fixed it, man.
she always does.
We were short a header bolt. Now we got one. Sweet. You can also change to studs. It's a thing. You can get like titanium ones, stick them in the head, do all that. We've got the bolts there. I think they'll work just fine when we're making our massive 105 horsepower.
75 kilowatts, dude. 75.
100. not, it's, you know what it's going to do? Because it's a car I've been involved with, it won't make 100, it'll make 99.3 every time. There's actually some more mods that I forgot about. Well, we have our gearbox seals, that's my next not so exciting job, but what we do have that is exciting is shifter bushes. Civic EGEK DC2 dock reinforced shifter bushing kit. That's cool. Okay, so this side is the one that suits the B16 gearbox. That is the one that came out of the car. There's some similarities, but they are a different length, so I'm hoping that this is the right one. The engine and gearbox do sit in a different position in the engine bay, so it makes sense that that would be different. I'm going to use that. This actual shifter itself can be transplanted across, and then the bushings are some upgraded ones that go here and in there somewhere, which sort of changes up the feel. Should be a good thing. It goes in there too, the end, which is good because these actually look pretty flogged. Nice, classy, simple mods. These are my favourite.
Yeah, dude.
Swap it like
excellent.
it's hot. Swap it like it's hot.
Has it surprised you yet that this Honda has got more love and attention than the cars that we actually love and give attention to? You noticed?
Oh, I don't know, man.
We haven't done this to any of the other cars that we actually like.
Oh, yeah, but we would, right?
But we haven't.
But we would.
Yeah, but would or could. It's action speak rather than VTEX.
I agree with you, but it's just, you just have to, don't you? You just have to, the car just demands it of us and says, you must repair thy Civic.
All right, I'm going to torque up the headers. Got my torque wrench here. I'm going to be torquing up the center and then moving equidistantly and equilaterally and equalizing to the outside. Do you know how I know that, Martin?
Because you read it on a Honda forum.
I just read it on a Honda forum.
If you've got an extension on there, that changes the way your torque wrench behaves. Look it up in an engineering manual.
Okay.
If you can. Or just...
I just need to put them on though right now though, Martin. So I'll tighten now and check later.
I believe you can do it.
There it is. All right. Headers are on. Done. How you going, mate?
Good. Just putting the upgraded rear shifter bushy thing on. Which goes on like that somehow. Probably needs to be greased up to get on.
Do you want me to spit in the hole so you can put it in easier?
Nah. Oh. I think that probably needs to be like grabbed with some pliers and then like extracted.
I'll put a little bit of goo in there anyway for you, mate.
So use the spray and stay stuff.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Spray and stay.
Love it. My favourite.
Which is like WD-40, except it stays after you spray it. Comes out a bit more gooey, like that, and then stays there. There we go. Try that on for size, Martin.
Thanks, mate. Nice and easy. That's good. There we go. She's in. All right, that can go in the car. Oh, this bush too, look. Like so. And then these two going from the side. Boom.
Oh, one there and one there.
Done. Gives it a bit more rigidity. Cool, that can go in.
Sweet. Yeah, dude, there it is. Yep. All right, so now while Marty's down there sorting out the shifter linkages, how you going, mate?
Good, almost done this side.
Awesome. I'm going to plumb up the radiator. And it kind of does feel like we're getting close. I don't care what anyone says, but it definitely feels like we're getting sort of near where we need to be, doesn't it, Martin?
Absolutely. Chuck us the camera, I want to show the people something cool.
All right, 1 second, mate. Sweet, I'll check them by hand afterwards. Man.
So what's cool is, that's where that shifter bush goes. This one goes at the back with two 12mm using the factory bracey thing and holds that against the car, and then there's the thing. The linkage goes all the way up there. And then this one gets tightened down. Now we're missing of course we're missing the giant washer, but it happens to be the same as some other front wheel drive rubbish, probably like a Nissan Micra or something that I've had that washer sitting there for a couple of years. But anyway, that is exactly what needs to happen. And then there's the other shifter linkage, because these have a habit of rattling off because you are constantly changing gears. And that's the never, oh, it's not actually tightening up. Okay, good, that one's been threaded out, cross-threaded out. This is the next bit. This linkage goes to here and then back onto the shifter itself there.
Martin, this lower hose is going on, mate. You can probably see it from down there.
Show me.
See this? Going.
The people just went upside down to see what you're doing, dude.
Oh, all right. Look at that, mate.
Neat. It's actually pretty cool that the car came with a hose kit.
You know, we've still got to put the intake on, but that's 10 seconds. That's fine. I'm going to unbolt the exhaust. Going to lay that out next to it. Just jump under the car and make sure that it actually fits. And then we're looking good, people. We are looking good for an imminent blast off to Galaxy Yo Town. Yes. Oh, that's big. Oh, we got like a titanium exhaust, Martin. Titanium colouring, I think. Yeah.
It's like a proper big muffler thing.
It's big, all right. Far out. Nobody will be getting kicked in the balls today, Martin. All right, so that is our exhaust, an NVIDIA system. I was about to say turbo back, but no.
Not today.
Not today, Martin.
Cool. Got a resonator in there. It's quite big. Is it 2.5 inch, 3 inch? It's big. It's going to sound good, man. It's going to be loud. I reckon that's 2.5. That's good. Perfect. For a 1.6 litre. Probably slightly oversized, but that should fit nicely.
Does look fat.
Shiny bits, man. Shiny headers, shiny exhaust. It's the fun bit. It did occur to me just today that we potentially could have bought a Civic VTIR. I know you guys are already thinking this. A Civic VTIR that was basically like that already, and then slapped all these like mad bolt-ons on and just high-fived and done it in one day. Instead, we're like 9 or 10 episodes deep. Because this is how it happens, people. Especially Disrespected knows when you are coming with us for the whole thing, the good, the bad, the ugly, the modified, the broken, the missing.
The mistakes.
The
comment section.
This is what happens, dudes. So bear with us. The rest of our show for the rest of the time is not Disrespected knows. We do it sometimes because it's quite fun.
Martin, I'm just trying to get these grommets in.
The handbrake ones?
Yeah, and
Did you get one in?
yeah, one of them in. They're difficult. I would love to know if there's a trick to it. Or if the trick is just don't give up.
I got the shifter in. You can see it doing its thing here. Sounds like it's changing gears, which is cool.
Oh, that's good.
I don't have I think that's probably meant to be a pin because I think that's also supposed to go over it, this little rubber thing. So I'll try and see if I can get one. And the shifter at the end too, there's going to be some reason why that doesn't quite fit. You can see it's knocking around. I've just got a bolt in there just to hold it for the moment because there's either rubber bushings missing or the stick itself. You need like a B series one. Maybe that's, can you see that? See how that doesn't work? There's probably like a B series stick.
Thing that goes in there.
Yeah, we might just be able to put some washers or what is it called? Performance spacers on there.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I just want that in so it works so that we can put the exhaust in and just change that later if we need to. So we should be able to shift gears now, which is cool.
That's great.
Is it exhaust time?
Martin, don't get angry.
No, don't say next time.
No, it is next time. We're out of time, man.
It's not.
We're out of time.
There should never be a next time. It should just be like a 17-hour long video.
Okay.
Everyone would watch it. No one would complain. People would love that shit, man. They'd watch it for 17 hours straight.
Martin, we're out of time.
Okay, a few people would watch it for 17 hours straight.
It was actually
A few
you
people
that
would be
said you
like,
had to leave. You're already 5 minutes late.
Why are you guys making a 17-hour long video about a Civic?
When we come back, we're doing the whale penis. We're doing the exhaust. We're finishing the wiring. We're starting it. We're taking it to the dyno. It's going to be a big episode.
Are we doing all that in one episode?
Yeah.
That's a big promise, dude. You didn't even show people the wheels.
Yeah, they've seen the wheels. Yeah, we did. We
Yeah,
showed
but
them
you said you would and then you didn't.
No, but we showed them
that's
the
what I'm
wheels
getting
in
at.
like
So
episode
you can't say dyno
29
and then not do-
of this piece of shit. Well, that's the end, Martin.
But this is Disrespected Knows.
Oh.
Thank you for watching Disrespected Knows.
That's it.
This is where we
you very
disrespect. Oh, did you get it in?
Yeah, look, it takes a while, but you guys said you wanted it, and here it is. We're doing a naturally aspirated Honda Civic, Disrespected Knows. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I just don't like that Marty says that he loves it because I know he doesn't. This is not a Mira. It's not an SDI. It's not an LS BMW. It's not special.
Okay, I'm fully straight with you. Ready? I love it, but I feel a bit weird about loving it.
Okay, I'll accept that. That's good. I'll accept that.
Because
and
you're
Martin,
right, it's
you
not
know
a
what?
Mira. Where's the drive? Where's the middle drive shaft that goes down to the back wheels?
And Martin, here's what I'll say then. If we're sharing,
on the couch. That was like a reference to like a marriage show, Mods at First Sight. I feel weird about it, but there's potential that it could go further. And that's why this week I've written stay.
What?
That's on Married at First Sight.
You're quoting some rubbish TV show that no one cares about.
I don't watch it, but apparently
I don't watch it, but I know all
the
the stuff about it. If you want to support the show, you can buy an In the Bin shirt. You can click the thing and you can get one right now. We're doing a limited run of them because they're a bit silly. But I like it, and I like that my friend thought to get me one, which is pretty cool.
Thanks, Martin.
Look at this. Do you want to put it in right now?
We're back. Marty has convinced us, him and me, to install the exhaust. So now we are installing it. It's a 3 pieces. But it looks like some parts have to go
In the bin.
before we can fit the exhaust system. So is that this that you're getting rid of?
I reckon it's not going to fit with this heat shield.
Awesome. Let's get rid of it then, man.
Zot.
See you later, mate.
Watch your ears.
There we go. Send that where it needs to go, Martin.
In the bin.
Where does that bit go? Well, it's got nowhere to go. Feels like there's meant to be a brace or something along here that goes
It's for
into.
a different car.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Just lift it up for us.
I thought a Civic was a Civic.
Well, sort of.
There's a hanger over here where there ain't no hanger to go.
This doesn't fit either.
What we might need to do is just
Do we definitely have the right? There's no other straight bits, is there?
chop that off.
No, that's it. That's where it goes.
Well, unless...
Dude, this is why we test fit, because this don't fit at all, not even close.
Dude, it must. NVIDIA stuff always fits. In our experience, it has always
Yeah, it does,
fit.
but I think we've got the wrong exhaust on the wrong car with aftermarket headers, and it's on the story goes.
So now it really is the end of the episode, everyone. We're back again. This really is the episode that never ends.
It really
We're
is.
so sorry.
but
we have new information that we thought could be interesting for everybody.
We have news. I rang one of the dudes at JDM and just said, man, some of this stuff's just not working, and I'm sure it's because some of it didn't come with the car. And I was right. The shifter, which I was looking at that looked a bit weird, that doesn't fit properly, you need a B-series shifter. There might be some way to put washers in there. I don't know, but there's a B-series shifter that goes through the floor that will work with that. So that's one thing.
Yeah.
They're going to have a look and see if they've got one, but a lot of this stuff is just gone. So I don't know what we're going to do about that. The other thing is the pin that goes through here, that's also missing. Got to try and find one of them.
And the most important thing that we're missing down here is either the, call it as you like, the test pipe or the catalytic converter. The reason that our exhaust doesn't fit is because we don't have that component, and that is because depending on if the car is being used race or road, people make their own choices about what they want to do for that. You can't get a catalytic converter that has the flanges in the right spot. So if you want to run a cat, then, which we do because we want to get the car registered and have it driving on the road, then we've got to get a test pipe which comes with the right flanges, then cut the middle out, put a cat in, and then that's when it will all work.
So this basically, it will fit. So the NVIDIA exhaust is a cat back system. Sometimes they come with cats or whatever, depending what you buy. Turbo back comes with a cat. This is a cat back system. We don't have a cat. We don't have any of the original stuff. So the test pipe or that you put the cat into, whatever, will bolt onto this side, and then the NVIDIA will bolt onto the back of that. So that's what's missing. And then we might be moving some mounts around. So the test fit was actually quite worthwhile. The test fit that wasn't a test fit that then was.
Yes.
It's actually quite worthwhile.
Luckily, again, thank you very much. The guys at JDM Yard have one of those pipes, so they're going to get it over to us.
If you are buying an
I don't know if we're getting that
unfinished
today
project,
or when.
If you're buying an unfinished project, you've got to make sure it comes with all the stuff. Here's the problem. If you don't know anything about Civics, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah.
By looking at it, you don't know. I'd be able to identify an unfinished Subaru and go, we're missing head gaskets. But
Martin,
different with a Civic. I don't know.
this car,
That's how you learn.
did this cost $2,500 or $3,000?
I think it was $3,000 for everything.
$3,000. So really, like we've said, that is the cost of a B16B, and then we got the car for free. So you can't be having high expectations about a complete project car for that kind of money, I don't reckon.
It depends whether your unfinished project is complete, just needs reassembly, or it's an unfinished project with heaps of missing stuff.
Yeah.
That's what we've got. fine. I've got no problem with it. It's just a lot of learning and a lot of little bits and pieces that need to be missing, need to be found because they're just not there. So, but the engine's mounted. It's all looking really good. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling like it needs an exhaust and some fluids and some spark, and then she's gonna go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling like. I'm also feeling like a burger.
And that'll be next time.
Real bad. Well,
on
because
Mighty Car Mods.
now we legit can't actually do anything else. I was hoping we can, but we're stuck now.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Look forward to seeing you next time on the disrespected Civic.
In the bin. In the bin.
In the bin.